guys, this is Johnny Bergen with another Chicago Blues guitar lesson. And today we're talking about a really special guitar player, Eddie C. Campbell. I remember when Eddie C. came back to Chicago after living in Europe. That was in 1994. And I'd never seen anything like him. And there was like a wave of excitement through all my friends and blues mentors and peers that Eddie C. Campbell's coming back. Eddie's back, you know. And of course, I went to see him every chance I could, and tried to learn from him. He had such a unique style, and when you put him with Huckleberry Hound and Willie Black, I mean, that was all she wrote. So he grew up next door to Magic Sam, and he basically is kind of a modernization of Sam's sound with a few other things thrown in. He was a totally unique guitar player. It's just Magic Sam was kind of a starting point. He made some great records starting in the 70s with King of the Jungle, and I was playing a little bit of Cheaper to Keeper there, which is kind of his stoner blues. I mean, when he played it live, it could go on for 20 minutes. He did a lot of first finger bends like that. And sometimes you can even tell, like when he plays a chord, you can tell something's a little off. What's off is that, first of all, it's a vintage jazz master, and they always had intonation problems. But the other thing that was off is that he used the high E string on the G string to make those bends easier, especially because when you're doing them in G, he plays a lot of G, you know. And then he'd always whack you with those bass notes at the end. And he used his thumb for the bass notes. I always use his thumb, like. He had the most original version of All Your Love, the way he played it. And there's a video of him playing at the, I think it's the Calais Swamp Blues Festival. I might be getting that wrong. It's a festival in France. It's on Rapido 1. And it's so perfect. He plays the exact same solo twice. And the way he plays it shows you his unique approach. His clean sound. There's a lot of reverb because, as he said, I'm a freak for reverb. And it shows the way he twisted things around and sort of pet things a little bit his way. Like the way he did that was... And let me interrupt myself to say, everything about blues really is threading that needle of how do you play it right, play the actual song. I mean, he had a connection to Magic Sam. He was there at the beginning of the whole kind of West Side Blues sound. And how do you put your own stamp on it without taking it too far away? So that's like threading a needle. You have two things to balance. This is an example of doing that, like in such an elegant and effortless way. He always would flourish his ninth chords, you know, all the time, man. There's that thumb. He does that in some other songs. So I'm going to turn the reverb back down a little bit. I like reverb, but I'm not a freak for reverb. And he had a lot of great original songs like that he started doing later. It's almost like a Johnny Guitar Watson vibe if he had grown up on the west side of Chicago. Like Busted is like... Now that's cool, huh? That's his groove. And then he just sings over it like, had no money. He liked to let chords just ring. And then when he solos, his solos have this bounce, almost like a, this is going to sound crazy, but almost like a hip-hop bounce. Like a song like that is almost like a hip hop blues song, I guess. I mean, it's so modern and fresh, and he did it 25 years ago. It just sounds like brand new. Let's get that bass line. That wasn't the greatest thing I ever did, but it showed that bounce, you know? And another one that is really great is Cool Cool Mama. And he goes... He didn't do that, but so he played in this position a lot. He does that in like the way he plays 19 years old when he does a standard money thing. So he goes, you know. And then this is the part. Hear that? Really make it cry. So that's an A. You can pick it down here by the bridge, you know, and then to get them more, to stick it out even more. And then this is the cool part when he goes on the 4. That's on the E and then on the D, and that's the way he played My Last Affair, because he got deeper in the blues. He just got, like, listening to his records, I feel like he got like more original and also deeper at the traditional blues stuff. So I'm just such a big fan of his, as I'm sure you can tell. Last thing I'll say is I like the way that he played. Things I used to do, he did some like really melodic twist on there too. So if you're going... And then he does this, like right before he goes to the 4 chord, he goes. Back to his Eddie C stuff, right? Here we go. That is right before you go to the 4 chord. And then on the 4. You know, he had just a heavy way of playing that, but, you know, check out his instrumentals on King of the Jungle, you know. He always put those in there all the time. He had a great way of playing a lump. Like, check out his lump, okay? Check this out. It's got as much snap to it as Luther Tucker, you know? I'm gonna close it out with just a shuffle in A, and I'm gonna do something that Eddie did a lot, which was substitute. He substituted his 5 chord for a 2. And then I'm just going to play out some Eddie C-isms like this. Let's go a little more here. He did that all the time. That was more of his kind of spitting out the notes. So. miss you, Eddie C. Hope you enjoyed this lesson, and do subscribe to my YouTube channel for more looks at the Chicago blues greats and just blues greats in general. And welcome to all the new subscribers. I got a lot of new subscribers in the last couple weeks, and I sure do appreciate you. Spread the word and keep hanging tough, okay? All right.